Back to column. Good pressure by the Warriors. Having a bit of trouble approaching, getting to the final third though. Struggling against the press by the backline of the Bulldogs. 19 minutes 44 into this first half of play. Cashmere ahead of Wahluke, 1-0. The throw-in for Cashmere. The Cashmere reserves team, they don't like the term junior varsity around here, played their counterpart from Wenatchee before this contest. Rodriguez on the mark is Ficker. Off to the races, Ficker. Trying to shake off Adame. Adame prevails this time. And with more urgency than style, sending it to the throw-in. It will be Cashmere ball, and it will be Tatum Ficker. Michaela Gatens in for the Bulldogs now, replacing Miss Ficker, taking care of the throw-in. Then will be Anna Flick. Gatens, of course, coming into this game, having scored the only goal in the Cashmere loss to Linden Christian over on the west side. So now Tally and Gatens together. Oh my goodness, how did that one drop in? How did that one drop in? It looked like an own goal from up here. And that should explain the lack of celebration. Bit of a confusion there in the back line of Wahluke. And one of the players trying to clear out sent it to their own goal. We don't normally identify own goal scorers at this level. Hope you can understand. These are children playing. 21-49. It is 2-0 Bulldogs. The long kick upfield. Rejected. Trying again for Wahluke is Rodriguez. Stopped approaching the final third. On the move for the Dogs is Tally. The push-up field on the counter for Wahluke. Leading the charge is Eraso. Eraso shot top of the box. Right-footed shot and Craglow. Responding splendidly, I beg your pardon, to a nice little shot that time by the Warriors. This moment of the game brought to you by Blackburn Financial in downtown Cashmere. Your future planned wisely. Patrick under some pressure from Adame. The shot, not a major worry for Pineda that time. It will be a goal kick for Wahluke. And now the Warriors getting ready to send a sub in. It looks like it will be number 22, Kayla Garduño, returning to the action. The goal kick gathered quickly by L. Jacobson. Gatens, Ledesma, Ireland. Straight up Route 1 there. Recovered by the Warriors. Yaira Gonzalez. Good combination. Back to Yaira. She might want that touchback. Ledesma. Gatens. Off to the races. Gatens battling it out. She hits the deck. No foul in my opinion. I think the referee was correct to let that one play. But here come the Bulldogs yet again. Michaela Gatens. Gatens finding Jacobson. Combining again with Patrick. Inside the box. Right-footed shot. And Pineda with the stop. This moment of the game brought to you by Kevin's Tire Shop, with several locations around North Central Washington, including Wenatchee, Antioch, and Dryden. 24-43. Into this first half of play, Cashmere ahead of Wahluke 2-0, and let's see what Miss Talley has to say about it. The shot across lands at the hands, or rather in the hands of Miss Pineda. Pineda struggling a little bit with those goal kicks. That one sails wide and out of bounds. It will be a throw-in for the Bulldogs. I know I'm probably going to jinx us here, Javier, but the rain seems to have kept its distance. We were ready. We had umbrellas, jackets, ponchos, an inflatable boat. We were ready. A quick give and go that time, and a flick. Flick and Patrick. Patrick combining with Ledesma. Ledesma pushing the ball upfield for Jacobson. That catches Jacobson out of position. Roll over the rescue is Gatens inside the box. Gatens! And that one sails a little wide. It will be a goal kick for Wahluke. Trailing Cashmere 2-0. 25 minutes, 52 seconds into this first half of play. We'll be back with another broadcast in mid-September. Remember, we will be doing Cashmere games and Cascade games. The shot across Pineda! And before Miss Jacobson could tap it in, Pineda dives and pushes it away. Trying again for the Bulldogs was Flick and Ireland. Off to the races now. Ball goes out of bounds before that Cashmere player could catch up to it. The referee did not care for that throw-in. It will have to be a do-over. Actually, yes, indeed. It will be a do-over, but for the other team now. Wahluke trying to get out of their own third of the field. That combination does not work, and it will be Cashmere putting it back into play right after this substitution. It will be Miss Ficker, Tatum Ficker, number 7, back into action. There's the throw-in. Trying to find Bryn Patrick. There's Ledesma. Ledesma, left-footed shot. Looking for Jacobson. And Pineda will just let it sail out of bounds. It will be a goal kick for the Warriors, who now send one of their own to get some playing time. In this case, none other than Jade Velasco Vargas, number 22. And the Bulldogs make a change. Peyton Ireland. On the move now. There's Ireland. Combining with Michaela Gatens. Battling for it is Jacobson. Taken away nimbly by Moreno. Recovered still by Peyton Ireland. The through ball that time finds nobody but Pineda, who's been quite busy but has responded well. She had very little she could do in the first goal, and the second goal was an own goal, so she even had even less of a chance that time. She has responded well several times for Wahluke. 28 minutes, 57, 58, 59 seconds into this first half of play. We're 10 away from the break. Let's not forget, folks, that this year, across the state of Washington, there's been a new rule implemented. It's the mercy rule in soccer. It's the mercy rule. If you're up by 8 goals or more after 60 minutes, at the 60-minute mark, the game is stopped. at the middle school level is at the 45-minute mark. But it's a new wrinkle that's been added to play here across the state of Washington. Corner kick for the Bulldogs, 29:40 on the clock. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 players out of the box. Ledesma, bit of a mixer there. Anybody to tap it in? From outside, the shot, and oh my goodness, so unlucky for Pineda. It's a good shot by Michaela Gatens, who now has their second goal of the season. Michaela Gatens, 30 minutes, and Pineda slapped it away, and the ball went in anyhows. And now the Bulldogs have a 3-0 lead, and Pineda, Gatens, is once again the leading scorer on this team. 2 goals, if you count the tally she had against Linden Christian. So 3-0 Bulldogs, thanks to Michaela Gatens. Is it going to be 4-0? Nope. With more urgency than style, Loren Badillo, the captain, sending it to the throw-in. Gives me a second to write down Gatens on our score sheet. Something tells me we're going to be doing a lot of that this season. 30 minutes, 47 seconds into this first half of play. On the move now, Bella Mendoza, switching across the center alley, trying to find Yaira Gonzalez. First on it is Peyton Ireland. Under some pressure, Peyton loses to Eraso inside the box. The shot across, well stopped by Trinity Collum. Long kick upfield now, trying to find Bryn Patrick. To her it goes. Patrick, Ficker now playing the other wing. Ball goes out of bounds. It will be a throw-in for Wahluke. 31-31 on the clock. This moment of the game brought to you by the State Farm Insurance Office of Bruce Cheadle here in Cashmere. Another proud sponsor of Cashmere High School soccer action here in the 2025 fall season. A quick through ball that time. Ledesma with some time and space. 2 waiting at the top of the box. The ball goes to Jacobson. Jacobson switching flanks now for Ficker. Ficker off to the races. On the mark for Ficker is Madrigal. Ficker prevailing, sailing past 1, trying for 2. The ball will go out of bounds. It will be a corner kick for the Bulldogs. (32-16) on the clock. Corner kick for Cashmere. That one sails a little wide. Taken away by Bella Mendoza. Touch to the back. Madrigal. Mendoza. Pushed away by the Bulldogs. Ball goes out of bounds. It will be a throw-in for Wahluke once again. This moment of the game brought to you by Color FX. Proud sponsor of Cashmere soccer action here in this chilly evening of football with a U. There's a throw-in. Ficker taken away. Leading the charge is Camila Moreno. Interrupted. Trying again for Wahluke is Rodriguez. Rodriguez. Bit of a collision there. The ball hits a Cashmere player in the face. She seems to be doing okay from way outside. Ledesma, and the stop by Miss Pineda, who has been quite busy. 33-39 on the clock. Cashmere ahead of Wahluke, 3-0. The kick by Ledesma is stopped by Peyton Ireland. Pushed upfield, stopped up midfield by Gonzalez Yaira. The through ball inside the box. Battling for it is Eraso. She will not get there. Defensive effort by Addison Talley. Ball goes out of bounds. Will it be Cashmere ball? We're way out here. Let's see if we can discern correctly. It will be a throw-in for the Bulldogs way in their own half of the field. Top of the box, taken away by Wahluke. This could be dangerous. Yaira Gonzalez making some room for that right foot of hers. Recovered by Gwen Ledesma. Ledesma, the long ball, off to the races now. It's a one-on-one with Pineda. And before Ms. L. Jacobson could get there, Pineda puts a stop to the danger. The through ball. Jacobson. Nice spin move. Michaela Gaydens under some serious pressure. Gaydens prevailing. Gaydens inside the 6. The shot. Goal, 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 goal. 35 minutes, 11 seconds, and Michaela Gaydens has a brace to her name. It is 4-0, Cashmere Bulldogs. 35 minutes. And what a prize this could turn out to be for the Bulldogs to have that kind of firepower off the bench. Because let's not forget that Gaydens did not start this contest. So to have that kind of weapon off the bench that can put it in the back of the net a couple times for you, provide that spark perhaps when you need it, it could be a major plus later in the season. We're almost to the break here. 36 minutes into this first half of play with Cashmere ahead 4-0 over this very game. But somewhat overmatched, especially on the attacking side, Wahluke Warriors. Adame. Defensive effort by Alisa Soria, another of the Bulldogs co-captains. Shot across with her shoulder. With her shoulder, my goodness. L. Jacobson sent one over with her shoulder. At least it looked like it was her shoulder. I don't think there was anything illicit about that move. But ultimately it sailed past the upright, and Miss Pineda will take care of restarting the action. Thicker. Jacobson. Bit of a battle there. Thicker. Ball goes out of bounds. It will be Cashmere ball. (37:20 on the clock. Thicker. Well marked. Adame looking to find Mendoza. Instead finds Ledesma. Ledesma on the counter-attack. The shot, and Pineda. Gaydens looking perhaps for a hat-trick here at the edge of the break. Pineda saying not this time. Ball goes out of bounds. It will be a throw-in for Cashmere. We'd like to thank the Cashmere School District, Mr. Craig McKenzie, Mr. Jeff Carlson, Mr. Dennis Tronson for allowing us the chance to broadcast here today. And would really like to thank the rain for taking a hint. Top of the box, the shot, the header, goal, 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 goal! Over the head of the goalkeeper. L. Jacobson puts her name in the logbook with a beautiful touch. 38:09 says the clock, but of course it's been stopped for a little bit. So at the edge of the break, L. Jacobson makes it 5-0 Bulldogs. So there's another reason to feel optimistic about this team, even if it is the second game of the season. Without reading too much into the tea leaves, it doesn't seem to be a one-player show. We have Addie Talley scoring, we had L. Jacobson scoring, we have Michaela Gaydens scoring. So the weapons are aplenty in the arsenal of the Bulldogs. At least it seems to be, playing Wahluke early in the season. Michaela Gaydens Rejected. Alexandra Rodriguez. Recovered by Peyton Ireland. I do not anticipate a lot of injury time. It's been an eminently clean first half of play. Across midfield they go, off to the races. Looking to connect with Addison Talley. There's Talley inside the box. Talley pushing it upfield. Getting that left foot ready. Talley the shot, and our own teammate blocks it. L. Jacobson way back outside for Ledesma. Blocked by a Wahluke player this time. Back to Talley. Right above the penalty spot. The short touch. Ficker, shot across. Ficker! And the upright says no. 38:09. Well, it's been saying that for a while, hasn't it? Yes. So right at the edge of the break, Cashmere still looking for more. This is Fire Football, bringing you high school soccer action from Cashmere, Washington. So glad to have you with us in this lovely, almost autumn-like evening of soccer here in late summer. And there's the whistle that tells us that this first half is now part of our great nation's history. It is 5-0 Cashmere over Wahluke. We'll be right back after this break. Welcome back, friends. Sporting friends, as Sir Stanley Rouse used to say. It is 5-0 in favor of the Bulldogs, who will now go in the opposite direction, not towards us, but away from us, and try to put some more in the back of the net, defended by a rather impressive young lady by the name of Fernanda Pineda. There's the whistle. We are in business here in the second half. Off to the races now is Bryn Patrick. Patrick, ball bounced off by a defender. Ball goes out of bounds. It will be a throw-in for the Bulldogs. Bit of a mixer on the top of the box. The good turn that time by Aaron Ireland. Ireland, I beg your pardon. Rejected. Trying again for the Warriors is Alexandra Rodriguez. Recaptured by L. Jacobson. From the outside is Peyton Ireland. Shot across. Pineda with the stop with her knees. Making the stop. Another try. Shot across. A bit of a chipper there, and that one sails over the crossbar. Good effort for the Bulldogs. It looked like it was Bryn Patrick on that final touch. Pineda. Jacobson. Alexandra Rodriguez. The touch up field doesn't quite work. Ball goes out of bounds. Soria, recovered by Wahluke. The long push-up field. Combination. Jacobson, good takeaway that time by the Warriors. And an interesting through ball this time. Off to the races now for the Warriors is Eraso. Eraso still battling for it. On the mark is Trinity Column. Over to help Eraso is Garduño. She hits the deck. Referee says play on. The push-up field by, looked like it was number 8, Quinn Pace. Out of the box. And a no-doubter, a right-footed touch low past the goalkeeper, Bryn Patrick, for the Cashmere Bulldogs. And we may be looking at one of those newfangled, fancy new mercy ruled type games. It is 6-0, and it is only the 41st minute, and that is not something that we want to hear right now, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know if you can hear it in the background. It's the fire alarm from the fire hall here in Cashmere, over on, I believe, is Woodring Street. Shot across. Hopefully everybody's okay. We dedicated the first half, or rather the contest, the broadcast, to Jack and Bonnie Decker for their work at the Chelan County Fair, putting on the train exhibit for 13 wonderful years. It was a labor of love, and they deserve our deepest gratitude. And another group of individuals who deserves our deepest gratitude are the firefighters, who are working tirelessly and many times quite anonymously, fighting the flames of this summer season. So a big thank you to the firefighters from near and far who have come to Washington to help us endure and survive this fire season and to keep us all safe. The through ball that time. Addie Talley, shaking press one, the touch, and the chipper by L. Jacobson sails over the crossbar. So let's make a note of that, because I do believe that's Miss Patrick's first goal this season. We're going to give it in the second half, the first minute of the second half, making it a 6-0 affair. Will we see a mercy rule? Well, we have 17 more minutes to find out. If Cashmere can put it in the back of the net twice more, and they've shown that they're quite capable of that, we might have a mercy rule shortened game. This moment of the contest brought to you by Color FX, another proud sponsor of Cashmere High School soccer in this fall 2025 season. On the move now for Wahluke is Rodriguez, interrupted by Quinn Pace. Ball goes out of bounds. It will be Pace on the throw-in. Pivoting header that time. Trying to keep it alive for the Bulldogs is Aaron Ireland. There's the throw-in. Referee did not care for that. Technical foul. It will be a throw-in for the Wahluke Warriors. Substitution coming. It looks like it's Tatum Ficker coming into play for the Bulldogs, number 7. Yes, indeed. It is 6-0 the score. 44-44 on the clock. Ledesma. I like players who make a difference without getting a lot of notice, who just do their job and they do it exceptionally well. The through ball that time, rejected, and stopped nimbly by Miss Craiglow. Long kick upfield. Why do I say this? Because when Ledesma seems to fit that profile, she is very much there. She is very much there. She's the worker bee. Ficker. Ledesma. Tally. Inside the box. Tally. The turn. Under pressure. Changes her mind. Good slip and turn and sent out of bounds with more urgency than style by the back line of the Warriors. 45-50 on the clock. This moment of the game brought to you by Elbow Grease Plumbing, another proud sponsor of Cashmere High School soccer in this 2025 season. We hope to have many more broadcasts for you. Smoke willing. On the move now is Wahluke. Bit of a foul there. Referee says play on. L. Jacobson on the takeaway. The through ball that time for Bryn Patrick inside the box. One waiting inside. The shot across. And the ball bounces a little too long away from Addie Tally. My goodness. Give Addie Tally a couple more beats there. Allow her to take control of the ball, and we're talking 7-0, folks. But not this time. The ball bounced way too hard, and it got away from her. Whistle on the play, foul called. It will be a free kick deep in their own third of the field for the Wahluke Warriors. The skies seem to have cleared there, Javier. No, not nearly as threatening as they were in the first half. The long kick upfield. Over to take it away is Bryn Patrick. Bryn Patrick. And she tries to surprise Pineda, who had to retreat rather quickly to her gate. And Pineda punched it away, sending it to the corner kick. I get the feeling, I seem to have seen Pineda punching it away with her back to the ball. It was almost an instinctive move more than a goalkeeper's save. She just basically slapped it as she had her body turned. Ultimately, it worked for her. It was not a goal, but Cashmere still knocking on the door. 47-55 on the clock. There's the corner kick. Defensive effort by Wahluke. The through ball. Good job, Eraso. Sailing past one. Pushing it upfield. Is she going to try to get past Flick? She is. Collides with Flick instead. Whistle on the play. And Eraso getting the business end of that collision. I was just about to say that what Wahluke is trying to do, it seems that they get the ball in midfield and then they just kick it and hope for the best and see what Eraso can do, which is, I have to say, plenty. She's very talented. But you cannot become this predictable. You cannot become this easy to for the other team to know, okay, let's just put 2 or 3 on this gal and then they're out of ideas. I think that Wahluke has the talent to put some touches together, to make it a little closer to in the scoreboard. We're not talking extremely close. There's obviously a gap between these two teams, but I think that just delivering a shot from 50 yards out and hoping for the best is not the tactic they want to go with. Just my 2 cents. 49:33 on the clock. Quick run on down the side by Velasco Vargas. Ball goes out of bounds. It will be a throw-in for the Bulldogs. And another throw-in. Taking care of both was Anna Flick. A quick recovery by Wahluke. Yaira Gonzalez taken away by Ledesma. The push-up field, opening the game up nimbly to Tatum Ficker. Ficker off to the races against Madrigal. Ficker and Madrigal. Who's going to get there first? Is going to be Ficker. Ficker shading towards the left. Oh my goodness, what a beaut! And the second try goes in. Far post. Ficker with a beautiful cross shot. And it's Wen Ledesma putting it in the back of the net. What a combination. Brilliant shot to the far post. Pineda tried. She actually got to it. And then on the bounce, Miss Ledesma found herself with the ball at her feet and tapped it in for the 7th tally of the game. But what a combination. That, I got to tell you, goals, as you know, when you love soccer, goals are the ultimate. But that was a beautiful assist by, I believe it was Ficker. 7-0. Let's make a note of this. Wen Ledesma with her first tally of the game, 51 minutes. And we're 1 goal away from having our first mercy rule game of the season. Mercy rule in soccer is kind of like the designated hitter. Some people love it, some people hate it. Offside called. The player and the illicit position is Michaela Gatens. I think at this level, it might serve a purpose. It might serve a purpose. But I think we'll see. We'll see how things shake out. This moment of the game brought to you by the law offices of J.C. Brown, serving the Wenatchee Valley the Cashmere Valley, beg your pardon, since 2009. I'm going to hear about that one later. On the move now is Cashmere with Ledesma. The good touch that time for Patrick. Patrick and Ficker. Ficker, right-footed cross and to the far post. Oh my goodness. Almost a copycat of the last goal, but play continues. Good combination. Flag is up. None of that will count. Offside called. And it will be a free kick for the Bulldogs. 52-48. On the clock. Cashmere with this one well in hand. 7-0. This moment of the game brought to you by Computability. Technology know-how in the heart of downtown Ellensburg. Our thanks to Computability for their support. If you're just joining us, Computability is, of course, the brainchild of Cashmere's own Matt Hansen. Pineda taking care of it. The temperature continues to drop here at Cashmere Soccer Field. The folks continue to stick around. I have to say, Cashmere's fans across the board, any sport, they have to be among the best in 1A. In 1A, because I've seen Cashmere fans in droves make trips that are not short, cheap trips. They go and they show up and they cheer. A foul called by Mr. Cruz. It will be a free kick for Wahluke. And what I like the best is that they rarely either arrive late or leave early. Arrive late I can do. I am late for everything. But the Cashmere fans are incredibly faithful. A substitution coming for the Bulldogs. Looks like Peyton Ireland will get some more playing time. The free kick. And Miss Greglow let it slip through her fingers. A good effort that time. It looked like it was by number 19, Yaira Gonzalez, on the kick. And it will be a corner kick for Wahluke, who are not waving the white flag here. 55 minutes. The short touch that time. Alexandra Rodriguez! And the Wahluke Warriors were just saying it. They're now waving the white flag, and Alexandra Rodriguez puts one in the back of the net with a beautiful strike from about 15 yards out. Right-footed touch, and it is 7-1. "55 minutes. And the Wahluke Warriors break up the hopes of a shutout for the Bulldogs, and they managed to extend the game a little more, because the mercy rule applies if there's an 8-goal gap, and now it's down to 6. We'll see what happens here. 55-55 on the clock. This moment of the game brought to you by Mid-Valley Automotive, another one of our distinguished sponsors in this high school soccer season. Our inaugural high school soccer season. A quick run down the middle. Brent Patrick inside the box. Brent Patrick, and the save by Pineda coming up big. Pineda won a mano in sterling fashion just now. Trying again is Ficker. Ficker sailing past one, trying for two, getting past two. Ball goes out of bounds. We've seen some outstanding stuff on both sides, despite the disparity in the score. We've seen some pretty amazing stuff on both sides. That's the beautiful thing about a lot of sports, not just soccer, but soccer in particular, that you never know what you're going to encounter. You're always going to see something. Almost always you're going to see something that's going to make you go, wow, that was cool. That was cool. 56-56 on the clock. Cashmere ahead 7-1. And my guess is the brain trust of the Cashmere Bulldogs are already perhaps thinking about the game against Royal coming up on Thursday on the road, and then the trip to Royal 2 days later to play College Place. If you're just joining us, College Place came with their soccer team, their volleyball team, to play on Saturday of last week. But of course, we had an unwanted, to put it mildly, unwanted guest in the smoke that wouldn't allow many outdoor activities to take place. So the volleyball team got its game, but the College Place soccer team basically had to come and play tourists. So in order to avoid another 3.5-hour trip to Cashmere, the two teams agreed to meet halfway-ish, and they will be playing on Saturday at Royal. 58-19 on the clock. On the move now is Wahluke. That touched a bit too much for Yuhari Magana. Ball goes out of bounds. Oh, the referee says that a player from Cashmere touched it last. It will be a throw-in for the Wahluke Warriors. It looks like it was going to be Mariah Andrade. There's the throw-in. Not punched, but kicked away by Addie Talley. Rejected. They touched that time by Michaela Gaydens. Off to the races. One to beat. Michaela Gaydens. She changes speeds. Gets on her horse. Leans towards the box. Michaela Gaydens. Gaydens. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. That deserved better, folks. That was an impressive run by Michaela Gaydens, almost from the halfway mark. Inside the box, getting past her marker, leaning a little bit into her. And it was Miss Pineda who ultimately punched it away. 59-33. And Cashmere is still looking for more. There's the header. Sails a little wide. It looks like we're going to play a full 80 here, folks, because the mercy rule kicks in after 60, and the clock says we're 3 seconds away from that. Shot across. Miss Pineda watches it sail by, not a care in the world. Ball goes out of bounds. It will be a goal kick for the Wahluke Warriors. This moment of the game brought to you by Blackburn Financial, your future. Plan wisely. We're back in action now. Ball goes out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in for the Wahluke Warriors. But first, a substitution. It looks like Cashmere is going to send some fresh legs out there. Yes, indeed. Looks like it's number 4 for the Bulldogs, Peyton Ireland, replacing Tatum Ficker, who had a marvelous assist on a goal by the Bulldogs just a little while ago. Bulldogs on the move. Ball goes out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in for the Wahluke Warriors. There's a player for the Bulldogs wearing number 20, and she's not on the roster, so she is a ghost, an apparition. Second cousin to Harvey the Rabbit, as Tim Robbins would say. We will figure it out, and we will know who she is and what she's up to by the next game. Promise. The throw in that the through ball that time. A bit too tall of an order for Miss Gaydens. Ball sails out of bounds. It will be a goal kick. It should be a goal kick. No, it will be a corner kick. I stand corrected. The players are gathering inside the box. I did not see. I thought it was a Cashmere player sending it out of bounds. 61-58. It is 7-1 Cashmere here in, what basically amounts to their home opener, because their first home game got canceled, like we were just talking about a little while ago. Far post. The mixer there. The header by the Ghost. And the stop by Miss Pineda. Quinn Pace. Battling it out. Wahluke prevailing. The open touch to the left side for Cindy Madrigal. Taken away nimbly by Anna Flick. Pushing it across the equator for Soria. Ficker. Pineda will get there first. Pineda on the goal kick. Bit too tall of an order for that midfielder for Wahluke. A throw-in for the Bulldogs is forthcoming. And guess what? Another throw-in. There's a lot of throw-ins in girls' high school soccer. I've noticed every game, lots and lots of throwing. Through ball that time. Peyton Ireland will not catch up to it. Miss Pineda will let it sail out of bounds. It will be a goal kick for the Wahluke Warriors. Jacobson in for the Bulldogs. Pineda. Oh my goodness, a bit of a goof by Pineda that time. But Miss Patrick could not capitalize. Throw in for Wahluke, having a bit of a hard time getting out of their own third of the field. Taken away nimbly by Gaydens. Shot across. Blocked nimbly by... No, ball went out of bounds before that block took place. It will be Wahluke ball. The through ball that time inside the box. The touch by Jacobson and the stop by Miss Pineda. Pineda looking to tame it is Gonzalez. The touch by Bella Mendoza, a bit too long of an order for Madrigal. Throwing for the Bulldogs. Taking care of it was Ireland. Ireland connecting with Peyton Ireland. And now Cashmere just emptying their bench. Vanessa Cornelio getting some playing time. Everybody's getting playing time. Flick. A quick push-up field by Trinity Column. Becca Chavez Mora can't quite catch up to it. Good combination. Yaira Gonzalez stopped nimbly by Erin Ireland. Peyton Ireland now to the center alley, finding L. Jacobson, combining with Chavez Mora. The shot across, the last second. The Wahluke defense bending but not breaking. Trying again is Flick. Cornelio. The touch for Ireland. Recovered by Magaña. Across the center alley. The through ball that time. This could be interesting. Who's going to get there first? The ball is going to stay out. And so is Miss Craiglow having to come way out. And to the rescue comes Quinn Pace. My goodness, scary moments for the Bulldogs here, which is unusual to say for a team that is ahead by 6. But the ball sort of hit a lazy spot there and slowed way down, forcing Craiglow way off her line and out of the box, actually. 67-23 on the clock. It will be ultimately a goal kick for the Bulldogs. Stopped at midfield. Cornelio. Wahluke responds back to Cornelio. Peyton Ireland. Ireland. Waiting inside the box now is Chavez Mora. Taken away by Morgan Harlow. Ball goes out of bounds. It will be ultimately the Wahluke Warriors putting it back into play. There's the throw-in. Across the center alley we go. Inside Cashmere territory. Looking to find Eraso. Rejected by Pace. Grabbed again by Addie Talley. Finds herself double teamed. Yaira Gonzalez. Back to Addie Talley. Whistle on the play. Let's see what the referee calls it. He says it's Wahluke ball. 68-48 on the clock. This moment of the game brought to you by Kevin's Tire Shop, with branches all over North Central Washington, including Aniat, Dryden, and Wenatchee. Free kick, stopped by a forest of black jerseys right at the 18. Leading the charge out now is the Ghost. Taken back by Velasco Vargas. Fighting for it is Addie Talley. Vargas prevailing. The touch for Adame. First on it, however, is Chavez Mora, opening the game up to the right side for Peyton Ireland. Inside the box, Peyton Ireland battling. And it looks like it will be Lorraine Badillo, one of the captains for the Wahluke Warriors, sending it out of bounds. Brim Patrick back in action for the Bulldogs. "70 minutes on the clock. This moment of the game brought to you by the State Farm Insurance Office of Bruce Cheadle, distinguished sponsor of Cashmere soccer broadcast here in the 2025 fall season. I gotta tell you, I went to ask Mr. Cheadle if he would sponsor us, and I wasn't paying attention when I walked into his office, and he has this awning on the side of the door. And I swear, I saw birds, donkeys, giraffes, rhinoceros, every animal you can think of floating around my head when I hit that thing. My goodness. And they treated me, oh my goodness, they treated me like I was coming back from war. They asked me if I wanted to sit down. They gave me an ice pack. They treated me so well. I try to play it tough, of course. Oh, I do this all the time. Didn't fool anybody. On the move now, the Bulldogs via 1L Jacobson. Pushing the ball to Ficker. Trying again is Jacobson. Sent out of bounds. Let's see what the referee says. It looks like it's going to be Wahluke ball. 71-34 on the clock. And it's starting to get dark-ish here at Cashmere Soccer Field behind the hallowed halls of Vale Elementary. On the move now, the through ball into Cashmere territory, looking to find the feet of Magana, finding instead none other than Anna Flick. Wahluke trying again. The ball getting past Cornelio, but the touch a bit too long. Once again, they cannot become this predictable. They get to the midfield and boom, they send a bomb. See if Miss Eraso or somebody can do something with it. They have the talent to put touches together, but they're choosing to do this over and over and over again. And to their credit, it worked one time. They did get a ball in the back of the net, but they were substantially closer too. They had it past the 18, almost like a 15 yards out. 72-48 on the clock, and this one is well in hand for the Cashmere Bulldogs, ahead 7-1 over a rather game bunch of Warriors. The quick run down the right side, Camila Moreno, the shot across. Instead, it's a shot on goal. And Miss Craiglow just watched it sail by. It will be a goal kick for the Bulldogs. Good combination inside the box. Magana. Recovered by Adi Tally. Stopped near midfield by the Warriors. Trying again is Yaira Gonzalez. Alexandra Rodriguez getting that right foot ready perhaps. No. She finds herself face to face with Quinn Pace. Pace the short touch for Addison Tally. Across midfield off to the races is Jacobson. Is she going to get there first? On the mark is Garduño. Ball goes out of bounds. It should be Cashmere ball in my opinion. The referee agrees with us. Mr. Cruz, who has had, I think, a fine game today. 74:05 on the clock. We'd like to take this opportunity one last time to thank all of our sponsors for joining us in this adventure. We started with Javier 3 years ago with the Cashmere Soccer League, and it's a shot that time by Peyton Ireland lands with no major trouble at the hands of Pineda. And this is our first year doing Cashmere High School and Cascade High School Soccer Leagues, and we are absolutely honored and enormously grateful for the help and collaboration of all of our sponsors. So many thanks to all of them. 74:58 on the clock. Just a handful of minutes left. Cashmere will jot down in the logbooks their first win of the season. And I think there's a lot of things to work on, as Coach Stronzo would agree, but I think a lot of positives. I think the one that comes immediately to mind to a guy who is not basically technically advanced in his knowledge of soccer, I'm just a really big fan, is the fact that Cashmere doesn't seem to depend on one player to create opportunities. It's a handful of players, like this one, for instance, a through ball for Ledesma. And at the last second, Morgan Harlow sending it to the corner kick. 75:50 on the clock. This game is all but over. The corner kick for the Bulldogs, far post, the touch, and Pineda lets it dance in front of the goal. And you cannot do this with this team. This team is way too skilled to let a gift go unnoticed. And it is the 8th goal of the game. And it looks like it's by Michaela Gaydens. I beg your pardon, Michaela Gaydens. Yes, indeed. Let me see. I think it was Miss Gaydens, but we will double check that one. If that's Miss Gaydens, that's indeed a hat trick for her. A hat trick off the bench, no less, for Miss Gaydens. That ball just was left all by its lonesome in the heart of the 6, dancing around, waiting for somebody to pay attention to her. And that's exactly what Miss Gaydens did. Throw in for the Wahluke Warriors. On the move is Addie Tally. Tally trying to get past a forest of white jerseys. Finding instead Garduño. Opening the game up for Vargas. The touch up field caught first by Tatum Ficker. Ball goes out of bounds. Throw in for the Bulldogs. Soria. Whistle on the play. It will be a free kick deep in their own half for Wahluke. Something the referee did not like there. We're going to have one of those do-overs. And now the clock will stop here. The time will be kept on the field by the officials. Any second now. Any second now. Nope, the clock is still ticking. All right. That's probably because I can see from over here that apparently it's my 10-year-old daughter in charge of the scoreboard. That explains. Now, okay, now it's stopped. Okay, because when you get a Moraga in the midst of it all, chaos is all but assured, folks. Just kidding, Gabriela. You're a good girl. There's a free kick for the Bulldogs. Make that the Wahluke Warriors, I beg your pardon. The Bulldogs clearing it out with no major trouble. Ireland taken back by Rodriguez. And there's the whistle. That tells us that this goes into the books. A resounding victory for the Cashmere Bulldogs by a score of 8-1. I'm Sebastian.